Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's week ahead video. The usual format, we're going through the major Forex pairs, FX, indices, commodities. We are trying to identify where we sit in the market cycle. And once we can do that, we can get trades that have higher probability because we're trading with the larger trend. Once we have identified where we are in the market cycle, we use harmonic patterns to identify entry points. Before continuing with the video, I've got to just do a customary risk warning that trading is indeed risky, and these signals offer you zero protection as a retail trader because they aren't personal recommendations to you. Let's start. So July has been good, but it's been sparse for good quality trades. Sparse, I mean, not many trades. This is the summer. Every year, it's always particularly difficult across May, June, July. And we've sort of seen the same behavior. So we didn't get many trades away last week, but we've been pretty good. We've been pretty good. We'll go over what we've seen, but we've got this amazing situation with Stellar at the minute, and I have spoken about that. We actually did a video when it was this little Gartley down here. Fair enough, it came back on us, but it gave us all of this. Now, what I didn't notice was this structure here. Let me label it up so you can actually see what we are trying to identify here. So we have the A, excuse me. So we have A, B. So length AB is equal to length CD. And this is the anchor point X. So that is a classic Gartley pattern. The completion point, it missed the completion point by, what did it miss it by? Barely 1%. Missed it by 1%. And then we came down and formed this double bottom and we broke this structure. Higher low, took out the previous lower high and gave us a higher low. That is that is the start of a potential good move. And now we're seeing Stellar waking up. Massive 100% move. For me, this is a incredible, life-changing, really, situation because understanding what Stellar is and realizing where it can go is really quite a powerful thing. Look at this year-long accumulation phase. This is all accumulation to the highs and to the lows. It's being compressed. This was crazy accumulation. For 3 years, it accumulated here. And traders are letting off that steam now. So if you have a look at the monthly chart, it's quite a scary chart. Any close above here unlocks higher prices. So absolutely watching this with popcorn at the minute. Right, let's get back onto the FX. So we have AED CAD. Looking at it on the monthly chart, that doesn't really say much, but what I can see from the monthly chart is we do have big structure in place, big ABCD structure. Let me draw that out for you. Remember the length AB is equal to the length CD, and we did get that on the closes. Fair enough, the wicks took it lower, but the main structure is there. So, and we did get that reaction higher. So we're still around the control point here. Notice price here, here, and here. Let me just draw the line so you can see where that, the amount of times we've interacted with this D point is quite uncanny. Obviously, slippage and volatility takes you either way, but this is a special area that we are testing here. Notice the higher lows, notice the lower highs. That's compression. We're either going to drop for a third leg lower, but for me, I can't see much opportunity here. I mean, we're looking closer. We have these big blue ABCDs again. A, B equals C, D, brought us into a pop, just missed the completion point and we moved away. But in this cycle, we have lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and we're just pinning it. And within this mini cycle here, we've got high highs, high lows. So a whole blend of different traders. Traders seeing the lower high, traders seeing the high low, probably an experienced trader seeing this, more experienced traders seeing the bigger picture. For me, there's just nothing to do on this one. First of all, we're in a downtrend. This is a downtrend, even though it's difficult to see that. And we do have the market cycle playing out. 1, 2, peak, and this is all a big 1. Still, we have gone back up to the peak, which is interesting. We are making higher lows, but it's not something for me, so I'm going to pass. Right, AUDCHF. What are you saying? AUDCHF, similar structure. So we're looking up close now. We have that ABCD feature. Let's write it out. A, B, C, D. Again, ABCD patterns. Yeah, when I was less experienced, I'd just trade the D point. You get this sort of move and then get stopped out. But price again is respecting, like the previous D points. If we draw a line across D, you'll see how many times we are above and below this level. Now, what we have in this downtrend, in this CD leg, is we have a lower high. We took out the lower high and then we created a higher low. That's massive. But notice we're still lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. What does this want to do? Notice the higher lows. Is this creating some sort of a channel break? Not that I trade channels, but just to be aware of all kinds of analysis. We are creating something here. I'm not going to trade that until we get above here. If we get above here, I want to see a break, retest, and that's my entry. So sit back on that one. AUD quite a compelling opportunity as well. Let's get a relevant time frame up for us. So let's see what we can see here. We can see the market cycle on the way up previously. 1, 2, 3. That's it. On the way down, you can see 1, 2, 3, but they're pushes. They're not consolidation zones. But we know 3 pushes makes a consolidation zone, and that's exactly what we have here. We have a consolidation zone that is continuing, but within that consolidation zone, we have this beautiful Gartley pattern that is it is starting to react. And let me just draw that out so you can see it pretty clearly. AB equals CD, pretty much. We're going to probably engage with that a few times, to be fair to you. I am watching this breakdown at the minute. This isn't, it may look like we've broken here, but we haven't actually broken. None of this is a break. This is the actual only break here. These 3 candles are the break. And if we get a retest, that's what I'm interested in. I want to see another retest. We've got the change of character here. And now we need the retest. So you have to just set these little traps and reminders. So we've got the change. Going to change of structure here. Now we're looking for the break. We're looking for that break of structure, and then we're looking for an entry. Until that happens, not interested. Okay, so now obviously up front, many inexperienced traders will just look at this action and think that's great. Here we go. But you have to always take into account structure that you're retesting. And here it's a dangerous short here. And I think it's a bit trappy, to be honest, because we are retesting major structure. If we get above here, it's a long. Very difficult sort of dynamic. You can get sucked into this quite early and think you're away, but not for me. AUD USD, I know that this structure is favorable for me. Why? Because I've done so much work. This map is the market cycle. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 up. Now, in that cycle, we are in the 2 at the minute. We're in level 2 consolidation. Extend out the consolidations. We're trading off the 800, and we're just showing signs that we're breaking down a bit. So what I'm looking for here, we've seen the change, we've seen the break, and this could be the start of the descent. Could well be. Could be the start of the descent here. I want to see a break, retest, change, retest, and then I'm in. So we're waiting on that guy. Have a glug of coffee. And moving on. So what have we got here? I'm not looking at Babcock Barclays. Let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin sideways action at the moment. And if I have a look at it, we have got a very big pattern here. Level one, level two, peak. It hasn't really reset. It's just continuing at the minute. But it's only on the monthly that you get a clear idea of what the actual things happening, what's actually happening now with the counts. This is, for me, the end of the Bitcoin dominance. I can see my whole pattern out in front of me. I can see one, I can see two, and in this final leg, I can see a one, two, three. And just to be sure, we've got another one, two, three. And just to be sure, these are monthly candles. We've got 4 months of rise, but notice this high wasn't taken out till now. So we've got 4 months of rise. I expect this to spike or close here and then drop off. And that should create liquidity for the altcoins that I follow as well. Let's see. Moving on, we have Euro AUD. Euro AUD is a very strong looking setup. Here we go. So originally you have this level one, level two, look like the high of a peak, but we've been trading this. Notice the ABCD, the blue diagonals. A, B, C, D brings us up into this high. But also notice the previous highs all the way up here. And normally we trade peak to peak. And the way these EMAs have laid out, ultimately this is higher high, higher low. I'm going to relabel this. I don't know why it doesn't always save it. But I am going to relabel these consolidations because ultimately this is high high and high low until it gets to here. 3 pushes make a consolidation. 3 pushes make a consolidation. And I am bullish on this one. I just need to find an entry. Look, 1 level, 2 levels. Yeah, I want to see us break higher, be more confident on this before I touch it. Euro CAD, absolute crazily good market cycle as seen here. So we know level two's happened and we're in the third push. We haven't engaged with the 50, which would be the continuation trade. We are looking for longs on this guy. We've got the 1, the 2. It could give us an absolute surge of a 3, and we're waiting for it. Ignoring those. Euro NZD. Here we go. This was one of the best ones I've sent in a while. It gave us 300 pips and then the count stopped, and that was about here. So it actually pushed on much higher. We have the 1, the 2, could have been another long here to anticipate the 3. The difficulty with this pattern is we haven't come down to the 50 to reset on this, but the structure is very good still. Euro USD. Let's have a look. So we've got the big blue ABCD completing, and ultimately the market cycle suggests that this is level 1. Why do I know that? It's because how the EMAs are laid out and the order of things. How do I know that this could be the top or the second push higher? Because we've got 1, 2, 3 pushes. We're very close to completing. We just missed the ABCD. Yes, we might get another retest of the high. We do have an interesting of this structure break. We have a change break retest happening right here, right now. This W for me, it's still, we made the change, made the higher low, but we haven't followed through yet. So for me, it's all on the break of this. Once we get the break of this, then I'm willing to play my ball. Until then, no. Okay, moving on. FTSE 100, might as well have a go at that. What's the FTSE 100 saying? It's just continuing to rise. It's only here you get an idea that this is a level 1 consolidation and we're making higher highs, higher lows, and we're absolutely pushing higher at the minute. Extremely bullish looking market. GBP AUD. GBP AUD is suggesting to, well, first of all, this ABCD structure is in place. On the daily, we've got this 1, 2. Is this a peak? Looks to me that this could be a peak. We're really hanging on here in what will be a second zone, but I'm not trading it. It's not pretty enough. GBP CAD, this is another really pretty looking chart. Level 1, level 2, bit of a flat level 3, but we have now made 1, 2, and the 3. Where are we heading from here? I mean, we're trying to trade off the lows of consolidation. Have we got anything to go on? Yes, there's an ABCD indicating that structure will potentially change around here. What's bad about it? The shallowness of the retracement. We haven't completed yet. We've got 1 week, 2 weeks, completed 3 weeks of drop. We've got a change retest going on at the minute, and I'm going to bring my alert down. My fear, or not fear, my experience is telling me that this is trying to do something like this and will indeed come down a bit lower. So we are going to stand and watch a little bit on this guy. GBP CHF, a bit of a basket case. There's the structure. There's where I think we are at the lows of here. My problem is this level 2, we never got above it, and therefore it's still lower lows, lower highs. We could come down to challenge this peak low. We do have a 1, a 2. Is there going to be a 3? Difficult to know. To say, as you can see, there's not many opportunities at the minute. GBP JPY caught me last week in the premium group, but we do have a good structure going on. Let me get the 4-hour chart to explain. So the last high, we made a change, break, retest, second break, and expecting the third. So this is a big setup for next week. JPY pairs and me, we don't get along too famously. They're very difficult to manage. But again, we can identify the DNA of this trade, change, break, retest, and off we go. Broken the highs. This should accelerate away for next week. GBP USD. GBP USD has traded off the lows, its previous lows. It's still being held within the shadow candles here. And for me, there's a bit of a Gartley sell going on at the minute. And when I look at the daily, yes, I can see structure on the way down, 1, 2, 3. And on the way up, yes, there's ABCDs to complete higher. But what I don't like are these pushes. There's too many pushes up before we expect to reset, and we've overcooked it on the D point here. So we've gone past the D point, and if we have a look at the D point, you can see that we've broken below it, and we're now currently below it, retesting it. So not looking to go long that next week. Okay, moving on. NZD CAD. Again, a beautiful looking setup. Really clear market cycle. Level 1, level 2 on the way down, and we always expect the same on the way up. Remember when you get a shape in early maths and you put a mirror between it, one side reflects one and the other reflects the other. Same sort of thing. You could draw a line down here and you would expect the same pattern to play out. A line down here. Let's do a line down here so you can see what I mean. Going on. So you can see that the trade splitting in the middle, you see the left and the right. That's what you always need to have in the back of your mind. Moving on from these, NZD USD is another similar to AUD USD. We've got level 1, we've got a big level 2. Fair enough, we should have moved higher than this. We've come close to testing a subjective trend line. These are subjective. Why are they subjective? Because you can put it on the wicks or the bodies. We would have gotten close to if I put it there, we've tested it. So it's pretty subjective. Expect this to follow the same fate. So lower. Ripple, here we go. Ripple has broken those highs. Unbelievable. Really unbelievable. Not much to say about it, really. It's just been pushing on and continuing. Gold, again, not a huge amount to say. This one is very difficult to fathom future. It seems my chart drawings have been deleted. But if you just box off the consolidation zones, that's a clear consolidation. This is a clear consolidation. That's 1, that's 2. And then you have 1, 2, 3. So these are crazy, crazy moves. These are the sort of moves Stella can do. Probably will do over the next decade. Over the next decade. Sorry about that. The wife was calling me from outside, shouting up. Didn't realize on the video. Anyhow, so we got gold, consolidation one, consolidation two, and the third trend. So my method, well, it's not my method at all. I was taught it. We have this structure here, a W. We have a consolidation one. We have a consolidation two, and then we have a peak. Where are we at the minute in relation to this pattern? Well, let's identify. This is a one, this is a two, and this is the third. Now, within here, you should see three clear pushes. Let's try and mark them. Three. I mean, this bit becomes subjective, but for me, that's a push, and this is the final push. Here, one, two, three. So three pushes make up a trend and then into consolidation. So, I mean, what more can you say? That's the peak. We're probably going to take a while to trade this out, back up, back down. I'll be surprised if that does push higher. Silver. Let's have a look at silver. Again, reaching higher than the ABCD. Looks very bullish indeed, actually, silver. So I'm just going to have a quick look what that really wants to do. We traded silver recently, to be fair, guys. There's no obvious trade for me, so I'm passing on that. Stellar, we did touch on Stellar. It's just coming back a little bit as usual. Hasn't got the guts to stay up there too long. Annoying thing. Right, onto the indices. US 500. What are you saying to me in your market cycle? So we set this is harmonics at work, harmonic swing exactly, and we're moving above to make a new peak. So this is a one, this is a two, and it suggests much higher prices. Much higher. Here we go. Let's do that trick again. Level one, level two, one, two, three, one, two, and this should be the final month. We've got 3 months of rise. Into August, I'd expect this to start selling. US dollar basket, it's a great, 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 great famous setup for me. I mean, this is absolutely incredible. It's clear, guys. It's just clear, clear as day. One, two. The dollar is coming. The dollar is coming. Now, what did we say in the beginning of this video? We identify where we sit in the market cycle and look for harmonic patterns to complete. Okay, we identify we're in zone two. We know that zone three is coming. It's close again. Notice we haven't completed to completing a Gartley. We've completed 1, 2, 3, 4 months, 5 months of low, but there will be some consolidation in there. Now, lower lows and lower highs look evident. That's where the D point is. It's only on the hourly that the opportunity shows a bit clearer. We took trades here, by the way, took that. This is the high we're waiting to break to get long again for the next chapter. US tech and NASDAQ, in other words. Look at you, Mr. NASDAQ. What are you saying? Same thing, consolidation one. This is another form of consolidation. 3 months of rise. Indices are this is extreme atmosphere levels for the indices. USD, CAD, same thing. Change, level one. Expecting an extreme move higher here. I am going to catch it. What have we got here? Well, we took out this low. Change, break, entry, long. Change, break, entry, long. We're anticipating longs. Moving on. USD, JPY, I can't bother to look at that. Wall Street, see you. Wall Street, same thing, guys. Same thing. This is slightly different. It hasn't been as strong on the monthlies and hasn't made a new high. So this is push one. This is push two because we come back and reset and tested the high. And now we're anticipating a third push higher. Could get to 50,000 on the Dow. Looks slightly different to the others. So folks, that is the week ahead video. If you found it as compelling as I do, If it ignites if it ignites in your brain thoughts of like, wow, okay, well, I actually saw something there, and I wouldn't mind exploring it further. The first thing I suggest you do is to join the Melons Trade community, whereby we talk about the signals we send in a non-regulated manner. Because in the regulated signals group, it's just me sending signals. You can certainly join that for a 30-day free trial. Check out Synergy Signals at Synergy Signals Telegram. Message me, drop me an email, Stephen.Meli, Stephen with a STEPHEN .MELI at synergy-markets.com if you're interested in the signals. If you are to join Melons Trade, there is access to a harmonics trading course. I do teach this method as well. So if you have any questions, do let me know. But other than that, I wish you a nice rest of the day, Sunday. It's raining at the minute, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Thank you. Cheers.